For today's look, we're going to create a mother of the bride look on me. To start with, I'm going to prime the skin, so we'll have a nice even canvas. On mature skin, it's quite a good idea to use a primer with radiance to brighten up the skin, to give a youthful look. So again, just working down the T-zone and blending out. I'm going to sweep this over the eyelids as well to give a nice dewy look. So I'm going to start with the eyes, and I'm going to start with the top MAC shade just to contour the eyes. Close your eyes for a minute. Again, just find your socket just with your thumb and just following the natural contour of the eye. Starting on the outer corners, working your way in. It's almost as if I'm creating a C on the eyelid. Then using the tapering brush, just blending again into the eye socket. And again, I just balancing the eyes by opening them and just checking. Next, I'm going to take a soft pink and just laying on the centre of the eye. This will catch the light and reflect and open the eye up, especially in a more mature eye that tends to be slightly dropping. You want to have that youthful look on it. Then I'm going to take my lighter of my 3 chosen colours. I'm just going to apply them just in the corner of the eye, and again blend. Then moving on, I'm going to line the eyes with a gel liner. I'm going to take my 210 brush from MAC with some black gel liner. For this, I always tend to pull up the eyebrow to create a nice flat surface on the eyelid. I'm taking my brush, just working in small strokes from the centre of the eye inwards and then outwards. And again, that just opens up the eye, just defines the top. And again, before I'm moving on, I'm just going to clean up any residue of eyeshadow that may have fallen under the eye. Now for lining under the eye, I'm going to use an angled brush with a tiny little bit of cleanser just to get a good blend. So for this, I'm just using toner, and then I'm going to dip it into the colour, the darkest of my shadows. Okay, just look straight up. And for this, I'm just going to run to balance this up. I'm just going to take a cotton bud, but one with a point, and just make sure I've got a nice straight line. For the eyelashes, I'm going to use Benefit They're Real just to build up the eyelashes. Again, on a maturer eye, the eyelashes tend to be a bit sparse, so we really want to create that nice full lush lash. Now we're moving on to the skin. We're going to use Skin Base, which is by Illamasqua. And again, I'm going to work from the nose outwards. Okay, so I don't want to overload the face. So I'm going to just stop there, and then I'm just going to blend in with my buffing brush, just around the hairline, into the neck. Then I'm going to conceal under the eye area. Okay, so just under the eyes, I'm just going to blend this into my foundation. just taking the concealer up to the lash line, but not over the line I've already created with the shadow. Okay, so we have a few broken veins around the nasal area, so I'm going to just go in and conceal them. Just using my finger to blend. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, so now I'm going to go in powder, just with a translucent powder. And again, just laying onto the skin. And now moving on to cheeks areas, I'm going to use MAC Peach Twist and my angled brush. Can you smile for me? And again, the best way to find the apples is do a big nice smile. And then hug the apples with your brush. And then blend. Next I'm going to line the lips. The reason why I'm lining the lips is on a more mature skin, the finer lines around the mouth, the lipstick may bleed in. It's a good idea to always line. Okay, so the lips lined, I'm ready now to apply my lip colour. And finally I'm going to finish off with the eyebrows. So I'm going to comb them into shape. And then add a little piece of wax into them, just so we have them all going in the same direction. Yeah, and then I'm going to take an angled brush and I'm going to use a lighter with my palette. And I'm going to work on the top line, following the natural shape of the brow. Okay, and again just finishing off just a little highlight just up onto the brow bone here. And finally I'm just going to run an extra little layer of foundation just around the lip line on these fine lines, just to minimise the bleeding of the lipstick.